let's continue the story we have started. Yes? I mean, it would be really hard to pull off. I don't know what it started with, I'm sorry. But it's something that will make the story different. Different isn't always good. It's a neat concept, but you need to handle it carefully. I know. We have a new customer. Oh, it's Kala. Hey, Kala.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome, Mr. Gala.
Am I interrupting? It looked like you were having an intense discussion.
It's nothing. Cherry was just giving me feedback. It's for the book I'm writing.
Sounds like a heavy discussion.
What are you up to tonight?
I'm just planning to sit and relax. Please don't let my presence interrupt you.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Although I need to interrupt Cherry for a moment.
Sure, how can I help you?
Can I have a cup of... Remember my remedy?
Of course. Do you want to give it a try again?
My last order didn't quite hit the spot. Remember, it's tea and ginger. The last thing is definitely a different ingredient for either of those.
Okay.
Remember, it has tea and ginger.
Okay. So last time, if I'm not mistaken, we made it tea, ginger and milk, I believe. Let's try it like this. Tea, milk and ginger. He has said before that when we make it, if it's right, we will know. So let's see. Galahad. Oh, it's so cute. The little wolf. I like it. Let's serve it to him. Judging from the smell, this looks like it.
Indeed, I have the same feeling.
I made a note to that mixture.
Perfect.
Let's see. We, I believe, have it here now. Yes, Galahad. Very good. Also, what is this? Oh, we unlocked some new information about Gala. Veteran now working in a hospital. I love it. He has 3 cats in his picture. That's so cute. Also, I'm interested. Lua changed her picture. It was her on a beach previously, I believe. Okay. We know everything about Lua already, and half of it we can't read. Bailey's. Martha has the same one. Rachel changed her, but we already saw that. Let's continue.
Anyway, please don't mind me and continue with your discussion.
Don't worry, Mr. Gala. We're done for the night. Your turn. I have a lot of new homework thanks to you.
You're welcome.
Is Hyde coming?
No, I'm by myself tonight.
It's gonna be peaceful night then. That's mean, Freya. It really is. Oh, come on. I was just joking. He needs to learn how to communicate his thoughts nicely, though.
He might not look like it, but he's a very kind person, you know.
He doesn't show it, that's for sure. I think what he said was kind. Could have been presented differently. Yes, absolutely. That applies to you as well. Oh, come on! A new customer. Let's see who came in. Oh, it's Bailey's. Lua's boyfriend, kind of? Oh god, what's the voice I did for him? I haven't seen him in so long.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome, Mr. Bailey's. Heya!
How are you doing, Freya?
Not good.
What's going on? Also, that's the lowest my voice can go, kind of. And it's already really tough on me. Maybe I just need to work on it a little bit more to go deeper, but currently I cannot for the life of me.
Jen was just criticizing my story.
It's called feedback.
It's cruel.
It's necessary. Sounds interesting. What's the problem with the story?
The story is non-linear and quite complicated. Imagine a choose your own adventure storybook, but for adults.
Sounds pretty common so far.
But instead of telling you which page to turn to, each decision you make will give you a score.
What?
That score will determine which page you should go to.
That sounds more like a video game than a book.
I know, it's not that original, but my target here is a mainstream audience.
Huh? I think that's definitely not the voice I did for Bailey's previously. And I'm stressing.
What the help of my publisher? This kind of book may go mainstream, just like that Choose Your Own Adventure show on
Netstream, yes, Netstream. Our favorite watching platform.
It was nothing new, but because of the marketing and the names evolved, it reached the mainstream market.
That sounds interesting. And highly ambitious, Freya. Oh, I think I'm getting his voice again.
At least it's simpler than my other idea,
Which is?
making the novel not in the form of a book, but in the form of story cards.
What? I know, right? As if she has all the time in the world. And that's before even considering the sensitive issue of setting the story in a world where only humans exist. What did you say?
No, there's a reason why it has to be that way. Just wait until I've finished it, okay?
Alright, alright. Hello to a person joining.
As Cherry said though, I won't have the time. Getting a normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make the mountain even higher.
Fair enough. What's the story all about, by the way?
You'll have to wait for it. Don't want to spoil the fun.
If you say so. Anyway, I haven't ordered anything. What do you want to drink tonight? Ginger latte, if you know how to make it. I do not. Actually, I have never made a ginger latte. Is that a ginger latte? But I don't think so. Coffee, milk. I mean, usually. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. We can scrap a few if they don't work. Okay, so this is tea, milk, ginger. So let's try it the other way around. And if it doesn't work, we will make just the Gallus version, I guess. Ginger latte. I did it. I don't want to say I'm a genius, but hey, I made it first try. I'm a genius. Here you go. Thanks. Damn, it's good. With this kind of drink making skill, I wonder why your place isn't any bigger. What we have here now is more than enough for me. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Yeah, I think it was this asshole-ish type of voice that I chose for him. And ginger latte is added. I'm so happy I'm discovering new recipes.
By the way, how are you doing, Baileys? Still busy with your last client?
Oh, I'm done with her.
Done? As in you're dropping the project?
No, I think I just finished it. No? Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Done, as in I finished the job. Told you. Freya, I've spent the past few days making sure it's even done before the deadline.
Did she like it?
Oh, she loved it. She had some complaints, of course, but I convinced her by using some design terms she didn't understand.
So you finished your job by bullshitting her.
The finest bullshit, my lady.
I mean, sometimes it's what you have to do, I guess.
That's one survival skill every freelancer must have.
Are you working on anything right now?
No, I'm taking a break from work. I need to work on a few personal matters.
Oh, like you and Lua?
Something like that. What do you mean something like that?
It's either that or do you have someone else? Like what's happening? By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't mind. It's just that I was young and stupid, you know?
Oh, come on. Who hasn't been there?
Preach. You're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in college,
Oh, spicy.
and I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend.
Wait, what?
Okay, I'll say it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus.
Okay.
Let's call him.
What kind of name is that? Cognac? Let's call it Cognac.
Cognac has a girlfriend,
Still following?
and that girl has a friend. The friend is the one I'm after.
Oh, okay. That wasn't that hard, Freya. Got it.
She was one of the hottest girls there, but everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you'd want to date.
Why?
It's. I don't want to get into details, but the succubus was super hot, and all of the guys wanted to sleep with her. She was a player too.
Huh? That doesn't sound like Lua at all.
Because it wasn't Lua Genius.
Huh?
She's so confused, and I mean, kinda same. Lua was my friend's girl.
Holy moly! This is getting spicier.
The other girl's name was, let's just call her Rose.
Continue.
I knew Lua thanks to her relationship with Cognac.
That's a fake name you made up, right?
Yes. Now, will you let me continue without interrupting?
Okay, okay.
So I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew that I was what I was after. It annoyed her so much, but I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was a pretty active guy back then. So Lua came over to visit us at one point. I live at Cognac back in college. I'd been out, and I got back just as Lua arrived. A total coincidence. We went into our place together and witnessed something surprising.
What?
Cognac was sleeping with Rose.
Holy mother of moly!
I saw the look on Lua's face, the disbelief, anger, sadness, and without even thinking about it, I punched Cognac in the face.
You what?
I got into a fight with him. Oh, I haven't told you. Cognac was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. He's pretty good.
Oh my.
Yeah, I landed that one punch, and he beat me to a pulp. Easily. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf.
More like she begged Cognac.
Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I didn't give up so easily. I was beaten pretty bad, So Lua took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that, and I don't even remember the exact date, but suddenly that friendship turned into a relationship.
That was one hell of a story.
I know. Have you seen her by any chance?
Yeah. Who came by a few days ago?
How was she doing?
Hello to the person joining.
She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts.
Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument though.
With whom?
He's so protective of her. That's sweet. That really is sweet. There was this male model.
A model? I didn't think she was the type of girl to go out with a model.
Oh, we weren't together.
What were they arguing about?
Well, we were talking about your relationship. What told us about the reason behind the fight? About your family stuff, and then this guy Hyde joined the discussion.
What did he say?
He didn't understand why Lua wouldn't insist on getting family approval, considering,
What?
you're willing to leave your own family. He doesn't look happy. You would do that for her?
Yes, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family.
Why would you say that?
Let me tell you about my family. Or, I should say, most elven families. They all think they're so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. We must never ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have a certain job, jobs that are deemed worthy and successful, like being a doctor, a lawyer, a CEO. You know, ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something elves would deem suitable, unless you become the next Da Vinci. So, when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents went crazy, screamed like we were on fire. They told me that I'd never be rich or successful.
All that because you chose an art degree?
You want to know the worst part? They blamed Lua.
What do you mean?
They blamed her for my decision to pursue my passion for art. Yelled about how her kind is ruining the country, accusing their religion of worshipping the Dark Lord, accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing the family.
Whoa! I mean, come on! This is 21st century. That's not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist. Yes, yes, they are.
Tell me about it. Who is the only person that can make me feel alive? She showed me how I can be free and pursue my dreams. I don't understand why Lua is so obsessed with the idea of a reconciliation with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family, you know. I would happily leave them for the both of us. What about her? What about her and her family?
Gala is doing what I did last time, but interrupting Bailey's side of the story this time.
You may be happy to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her.
Gala, do you have something to say? Perhaps you could give us a different perspective.
Sorry, I do not mean to eavesdrop.
I also struggle with words sometimes. I'm sorry, guys.
I couldn't help overhearing your story. I assumed that the person you're talking about is not an elf, correct? Yes, she's a succubus. I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. Well, put family before any other. We often have our own problems within the pack, but we won't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps that's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about succubi are true? I I never thought of it that way before. Whatever you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well. And if you leave your family for her, that will put her in a difficult spot. She might feel responsible for your actions. There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. It's easy for you to say that now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day, circumstances might change. One day, one of you might regret your decision. One day, you might use that I left my family for you card. We love each other. I'll be with her whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It might burn fiercely at first, but over time it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy, it will be hard work. Because life is full of storms. And marriage, it will not survive a love alone.
Oh god. I don't know why I'm struggling so badly.
Whoa, that's deep.
We'll have each other, that's enough for us. Tell me, do you have health insurance? What? I'm an elf, why would I need health insurance? You'll need some. What for? Immortality is an elven privilege, but you lose it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or got seriously injured, emptied their entire life savings for an $8 pill, because in this country they charge 20,000 for it. And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privileges you do. There's a high probability that they'll get bullied for being half-breed. There are consequences. It shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it. Anyway, I've got to go. I apologize for my intrusion. No, thank you for your insights. I've got to go too. Want to head out together? Sure. Thanks for the drink, Cherry. And Freya. Bye.
Okay, so it's interesting how Hyde and Gala have completely different perspectives on the situation. How Gala completely believes that family is so important, and she has pretty similar opinions with Lua, while Hyde is more on Bailey's side. Okay, let's see what information we have. Bailey's. We knew this, I believe. Yes. Favorite things. Puck. Been listening to Pumpkin Spice since I was V-Lad. Oh, Pumpkin Spice is a band here. Okay, now I feel stupid. Because when said number one Pumpkin Spice fan, I said, yeah, so am I thinking about the drink. Okay, I don't know. What I'm doing with my life. Escaping bloodline, experiencing life one color at a time. One day I will have my own solo exhibition. Okay, did we learn anything about Gallaville? No, we did not. Interesting. Okay, let's continue with Freya. What? You made me lose two customers in a minute.
Hey, that wasn't on me. They were leaving anyway.
Are you going to write that in your book?
It's a secret.
If your book is based on this coffee shop, how can you present a story like theirs in a world with only humans around?
I'm not sure.
Perhaps a hot drink will give you some inspiration?
Sounds like a great idea.
Oh, we don't. STMG. This is a drink I didn't remember how to make last time because I was convinced it had either coffee or tea in it, and it does not. It has milk, egg, honey, and ginger. Maybe I'll remember next time. I really hope so. Okay, we're opening our coffee shop once again. Tuesday, September 29th, 2020. Let's see what customers we have today and what's on the news. The evening whispers. Who vows to stop major hospitals selling fear sedative illegally? Yes, on the previous newspaper it said that fury sedatives were deemed dangerous. And Gala said that he doesn't think we're safe, so he's also not using them. Coachella 2020. 10 reasons why you should go. I don't think that's how it's spelled in our world though. Sports tournament in space might be only a few decades away. We actually had an alien come and visit. Maybe he will show up again. Oh, we have Gala and Hyde today. Let's see if I remember Hyde's voice. He really never changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, Cherry. I like you to order again. The usual. Back to the experiments? Yes. I think the last one was the remedy, but there's no harm in checking some other combinations. Alright. You know what to do. Okay, so his remedy I will show you in a second. It's for his werewolf fury, Gala Hot, tea, milk, and ginger. He says that it has to be tea, ginger, and another thing. Maybe we can try mint this time. Let's see what we make. I haven't seen this panel for mint yet because I never used it before. Okay, so we created ginger mint tea. Let's serve it. Try this? Thank you. I'm sorry, but this doesn't taste anything like I asked for. He asked for tea, ginger, and something else. Pardon me for the mistake. Never mind. Okay, cheese. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I am good for now. I couldn't help overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh, didn't you meet here? Yeah. Then this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarfs. Oh, those two bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight to intervene, so I intervened. I'm sorry for messing up the words. Aren't vampires supposed to be, tough? Just because I'm a vampire, it doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple?
Really? You were trashed, Hyde. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out, he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived, and I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me.
Who were they?
I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money.
Yikes.
They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning I offered him a job as my bodyguard, for real. After all the trouble you caused me that night before, hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me.
Werewolves? Yes, Gala is a werewolf and Hyde is a vampire.
War veterans.
Ah, I see. So how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital, Gala?
Well, when he was working with me, I noticed Hyde. I prefer if we skipped that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it.
It's alright. Forgive me for asking.
I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something, let's just say, something from my past. Thanks for the help. I found a new purpose in life, helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So you could say I owe this guy my life, thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it.
Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you.
I know. Anyway, Cherry, I'd like to order something now.
What would you like?
Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time?
Tea-based drink. Tea-based drink? That's cool and warm at the same time. Cool? Let's try it. Let's see how this works. I don't know if it would be good with lemon, but milk lemon tea. Hmm. We can make latte art on this. Sure. I'm horrible at latte art, so let's do it. Oh, actually, let me try from a little bit higher. The only thing I can currently make are not really good leaves. And I was thinking that I should probably start watching tutorials on how to make latte art in this game because I was struggling so badly. Okay, let's serve it. Here's your order.
Exactly what I wanted. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today.
Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Is it Freya? It should be Freya.
Huh, speaking of the devil.
Hello, good people. And one vampire?
It's good to see you too.
Freya?
By the way, we were just talking about.
Oh, that was my line, I'm sorry.
Oh, really? What about me?
I was just surprised that you weren't here.
Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me.
I've no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know.
You?
You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work?
Ah, how could you tell?
Call it werewolf senses.
Right. I showed Sherry my draft, and they actually got some good feedback.
That's good to hear.
Glad I could help.
So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff, and I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day.
That's good to hear. But people don't forget to take a break. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll.
Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admitting life going?
That's not even a word, Freya.
Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there.
It's pretty boring to talk about, but mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specific specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with the patients and their families. If they require intensive care, such as operations, I go through what we do and how much it would cost them.
Kinda like BizDev for people's lives then.
You could say that.
Damn, that sounds complicated and hard.
That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only use it from a business perspective.
Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job?
I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it.
Exactly. It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it.
Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital.
Why?
For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives anyway.
Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here.
You?
He needs to be a bit less loyal, though. Hide.
You've been doing this job for a while, right?
Almost 50 years now.
Oh god, 50 years?
What? I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position?
Mm-hmm.
Holy! Ask for a promotion, man.
They keep offering me new positions. Mostly managerial.
Take it.
Not interested.
Why?
It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position.
But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right?
Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. As I still get raises while I'm doing this job.
I really can't figure you out.
That's gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay, Hyde? Yes, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around, Cherry. And you, Freya.
See you.
Take care on your way. Oh, my throat is hurting.
You know, it's kind of hard to believe someone like Allah could be your best friend.
We were just talking about that before you arrived.
Oh, really? Man, I miss an interesting story. So, how did you guys meet?
Seriously, I have to retell the story.
Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right?
Alright then. We met in this place back when it was a bar.
And here it tells the story.
Whoa! I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got a build to be on the front line. Still, though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic?
Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now.
But you know why, right?
Are you trying to squeeze the story from me?
Obviously.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
That's him, not you.
Seriously, Freya?
Come on.
That's Freya. That's not cool at all.
I won't get into details, but going to war, it messes with your head.
Oh,
You see why Gal doesn't want to talk about it, huh?
I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then.
The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did work that relied on his muscle.
That wouldn't help him get over his trauma, though, right?
Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. Or at least, it's the only thing he thought he could do.
But you had him for his muscle.
Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. But we weren't that close yet, so no personal feelings. I needed his strength, but when I got to be interested in him,
Interested?
I think he's a cool person. That's all.
Is it really all?
And after a few months, I noticed his problems.
I mean, it could be all. I don't know. I don't know how they're like.
I suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help, which he refused.
No surprises there.
But I kinda pushed him to do it.
How?
It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I've no idea what happened in his therapy sessions. But in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me, and not as long after that, he started working at the hospital. And
He's been there ever since. Oh god, the alien. For anyone new watching, this is an alien. We don't see his face ever, and he has a very specific voice that I have chosen him. Good evening, everyone. Yeah,
Oh boy.
good evening. And his face changes. It's nice to see you again.
we are also glad to see you, Barista.
By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name?
Name, we should have. On Earth, please call us Neil.
Achievement called We Are All Friends. Neil, okay.
Yes, Neil.
Is that your real name?
Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration.
Ah, I get what you mean.
I believe we did not meet the last time we were here.
I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name is Freya. You could say I'm a regular here.
And you, sir? Hide. You come here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Oh, you are not from around here? Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away.
By far away, you mean a few thousand miles or more?
More, much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing.
That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this?
Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived.
Image? Ah, the Ermi Jinju album cover. No wonder you look familiar.
As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. Why do you want to drink tonight? What do you want to drink? The usual. That is how you say it, yes? Yes. So, anything. Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything? Yes. What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise. But we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. Oh god, that is a challenge. Okay. We don't have any recipes to make him feel something. Okay, let's try something new. What if it's mint and lemon? We can make a few items once we make it, so let's try a few different ones, see what we get here. Mint lemon green tea. Green tea. Okay, let's try. What about spiced hot chocolate? Let's try it. I think it would be really good like this, honestly. Cinnamon milk chocolate. And you can do latte art. Let's try this. Of course. The color is disgusting though. Okay, some latte art. Uh, Pour attempt at a leaf. Let's serve it. A cup of anything is ready for you. Thank you.
What the?
Interesting.
What are you doing?
Drinking. That's how we drink.
Oh boy. You are one interesting person.
Thank you. But that was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya.
That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil?
Us? We are travelers, doing our job in the space you call Milky Way.
What kind of job?
We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds.
You really are here to find a date? All the way from the galaxy far, far away? Wow! It turns out birds exist everywhere in the universe. feeling attacked, old man?
Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand, but we are glad if we can make you laugh.
Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I say, may ask, why do you have to breathe with us?
Hmm. We are sorry, but that is classified information.
Ah, man. Well, how's the mission going so far?
We cannot say it is going well.
I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that.
Could you handle them though?
Me? I don't know. What do you think?
You're a pretty adventurous girl. Hide, please no. No, we are not giving Freya to an alien, please. I wouldn't be surprised if you decide to go on a date. Or maybe go further if it got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that?
Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with them, but I don't like to sleep around.
Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot.
Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to breathe with us in exchange for our stories?
Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but I only sleep with someone I'm serious about.
But our mission is serious.
It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me.
We have heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. This is this is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives.
Yes, that's called commitment.
Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems?
Hmm, now that you mention it,
We don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kid also loved the concept, kind, loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least that was what we gathered from our information network. Theoretically, that should be the case.
but Earthlings are stupid.
That's the easiest way to put it.
Oh, thank you for the comment. Thank you for joining once again, by the way.
We learned so much today, but we have another question for Miss Freya.
Ask away.
How can we become your husband?
First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating boyfriends or girlfriends, before you talk about marriage.
Oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend? You could start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single?
Yes, I am single.
This is the weirdest concept. For anyone new joining, this is an alien and he's hitting on Freya hard. Hard. Do you want to be our girlfriend?
Now, the path to starting to date varies between people, But usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone.
Wow, the breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker,
Someone good at communicating with others.
that would be really challenging for us.
Even after all that, making kids is still a total different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms.
Condoms?
It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy.
He's like, what the hell is happening? Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offsprings? Pleasure. He. These two are the best people to give him a lesson that I think from all the characters that we have. All this information is too much to process in one evening.
So, we talked about using condoms, but how do your kind have sex? Like seeing how you drink? A condom might be something you can't use at all.
Hmm, that's true. How do you do it? I feel like this game is turning extremely PG-13 or even higher. We are pretty flexible with that, but we cannot tell you the details unless we agree to do the mating ritual.
I don't want to imagine how it's done.
Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Especially the mental part.
We did our research and we tried it on the testing object we made. It was proven.
The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir.
Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult.
It is.
I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base.
How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information?
We are not sure yet. Is it yet to be discussed? After all, it was really nice talking with all of you.
You're welcome.
We are off now.
Bye.
Take care on your way, sir. This is always the weirdest part for me, like having an alien in a coffee shop, like what is happening?
That was really something.
Indeed.
You said the first time we came here was for a date, right?
Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date.
The game developer orc? Wow, I dread to think how that went.
It was pretty awkward.
But you can't be angry at such naivety.
I guess so.
By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last night?
You meant Miss Lua?
Yeah, her.
Oh, showing some concern now, are you?
I'm just curious.
No, I haven't seen her since then.
But her boyfriend didn't come a few days ago.
And Freya was being pretty nosy, to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion.
My. You really have a knack for starting trouble.
Sadly, I have to agree with that.
It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation unless it really piques his interest. Or it annoys him.
I don't know how to react to that.
Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow, so I'm off for the day.
Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon?
It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know.
Oh, well, it will be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything.
I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab?
Thanks, but I'm riding my bike.
Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. And we are ending today, I guess. Chai Ateni. Oh, it's so creamy. Sweet, spicy chai latte from the town of Eden. I actually, I think Aqua came in last time to order this and I didn't know how to make it. And I still have no idea, to be completely honest with you. Okay, let's read today's paper. Wednesday, September 30th, 2020. The Evening Whispers. Dwarven-made cars face challenge against an unexpected competitor. I wonder who is their competitor. The Mother Earth organization fights to save more forests. Protests arise over government treatment of Atlantic immigrants. Huh. We actually think these stories is really heartbreaking because it comes too close to home, I think, for a lot of people. Because in some parts of the world, that is the reality that they face a lot of the time, trying to move, trying to make a better life for themselves. But maybe that's a conversation for another day, not to finish off the stream on that type of note. But yeah, it's a lot of problems in this game are really presented in a way of, this, fun style and these fun characters with different races, but and species even. But thinking about it, it does correlate. I am messing up my words again. I'm sorry, but it has a lot of similarities with how our world is treating some people, and I do understand that that's the idea behind the game. I do get it, but it's also sometimes hard reading the stories in these newspapers and realizing that that's also a reality here. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for enjoying my stream and hanging out with me and reading the story. I'm really enjoying this game so far, and I will see you next time. Bye bye, guys.